Yeah, NBA Straya, how are you going? How you going? I hope you're right. You bloody well should be, because it's Monday. Your whole week's ahead of you. It's awesome. Get stoked. It is August 12. This is NBA Straya, or it's really kind of like, I don't know, Gay Paris Straya or Opals Straya. Should we just call it Opals Straya today, producer homie? I reckon we should, because the girls went out and won bronze. How good is that? You'll love to see it. Anyway, I'm your host, James Clemens. I'm sitting down because I've got an 8-inch gash in my leg. And I feel like, gallivanting around like a dickhead behind the big table might be a little bit much for me today. So, in the fancy studio, but sitting down, which is a bit of a weird look. Feels a bit odd, but she'll be right. Anyway, today's show, very brief one. As I said on Friday's show, this is going to wrap up the gold and bronze medal games in the men's and also the awesome Opals game where they kicked the crap out of the cheating Belgians. Tell you what, oh geez, I hate those Belgians. Which is very fun. A little bit of other news. I think we've actually got a little bit of a leak for the NBA Christmas games, which is kind of fun. We'll do a very, very brief Jim, basically coming up with his own yeah-nahs about Team USA, just to put a little bit of historical context, and then our OUTBACK Takehouse. And then that'll be it for a while. So I hope you enjoy this one, because it'll be the last one for a little bit. So strap in. Let's get into it. Episode 1131 of NBA Straya. Let's go.
This is Joe Ingles, and you're listening to NBA Australia.
Watch out for the shack attack.
Well, you better watch out for the shack attack. Or you better watch out for the rose gold opals attack, if you ask me. How bloody good was that from the girls, I'll tell you. It was very, very good. Watch out for the attack of Ezzy. The Ezzy attack. That's not bad, actually. Better watch out for the Ezzy attack. She was absolutely bloody phenomenal. Let's start there with the daily whip around, because this is all we're sort of going to hit on today. The Opals, the rose gold Opals, they go out and win 85-81 over the bloody cheating, crepe-loving Belgians. Nah, they weren't cheating. They were fine. Awesome game. Awesome game. I was in here taping the AFL show late last night. Caught like the second half live on my phone in the Uber home, and then on the big telly for the home stretch. And it was absolutely bloody phenomenal. So that was great. Look, beat those bloody Belgians like it was the Battle of the Bulge. Wait, who won the Battle of the Bulge? Don't look that one up. Don't mention the war. It was an awesome game. Ezzy is an absolute superstar, but I think my favorite thing about this Opals team, so if you go back to the Nigeria game where everybody is just shitting on them, it's like, what? It's a disaster. We're losing our minds. They came out, they fucking towed Canada, towed France, and off they go. They lose to, of course, Team USA, who went on to win the gold, of course. Not without their own struggles. The old Team USA only won by 1 point in the end. Still, bloody good. This team, the way they played was awesome fun. Like, it's obviously NBA Australia, we've got our big boomers contingent. And we've had boomers on the show. We're friends with the boomers. Boomers rule. We're all boomers. The way the Opals played, you're like, fucking just play like that, boys. What are you doing? This is shocking gear. Ezzy was a superstar. She ends up with 30 and 13. She looked absolutely phenomenal. It's like absolute super duper star turn kind of gear. And it was fun as hell. That was great. She was absolutely unstoppable. The defense, the steals, it was just bloody beautiful to watch. And then sort of down the stretch, as they managed to pull it out, it was just a really, really raucous sort of run home with the Steph Talbot block. That was absolutely sick. Yeah, the Tess Madigan bloody 3 and then all their free throws. The captain's knock down the stretch, wasn't it? How many? Izzy ended up with 2 steals as well and 3 blocks. Bloody hell. But it was kind of, the cool part was just how together they all sort of played. There'd be those moments where it looked dire, like the second quarter. You're like, Jesus Christ, are they going to pull this out? And third quarter, great start. Belgians reeled them back in thanks to old Julie Van Loo, who looked like every chick I ever went to high school with, like rolled into one. Like, I've never seen a more Aussie-looking fucking Belgian in my life, homie. Like, it was It was nuts. I'm like, I'm pretty sure you were in my grade 4 class as well. She did play for fucking Townsville in the WNBL. But anyway, she was actually great. And then she couldn't buy a bucket down the stretch, and that's where Belgium basically sort of fell apart. But she was Aussie as fuck. So I can't really hate her. She smashed it. But still, yeah, the girls, Alana Smith, she was absolutely awesome down the stretch too. The big 3 that Tess hit came from the Alana Smith rebound, which was unreal. Tess's free throws down the stretch, cool as you fucking like. Ezzy hitting free throws as well. It was awesome. But that shot clock violation with 16 seconds left, I've never fucking cackled and just been so delighted falling off the couch. I think I tweeted straight out, producer homie, blow that out your ass, Belgian. Respectfully. I think to have enough sort of like wherewithal to put respectfully at the start of that was pretty funny. I'm just saying. But 16 seconds left, they fucked the shot clock. They just completely ruined it. It was off the offensive rebound. They got a timeout as well. They completely cooked that. So they didn't get a shot off at all. And after that, off we go. That came after the Talbot block on Dallaire. So very nice. It was very, very cool to see Lauren Jackson snag a 5th medal at her 5th games. That is fucking amazing. But look, Marinatolo, Izzy Boulay, Kayla goddamn George, the weapon. God, I love Kayla George. Just Alana Smith, Tess, Matt, like Jade Melbourne. What a weapon. She's absolutely unreal. And she's younger than hell. Like, it's awesome. So, well done to this Opals squad, who were rightfully, I guess, after that Nigeria game, just looked undercooked and not entirely prepared. The way they fucking bounced back was all-time shit. Yeah, the girls. What an awesome team. It was absolutely amazing to watch that. Love the Opals. Fuck the Belgians. Simple as that. Not going back to Belgium anytime soon, are you, Jim? No. I've been there once. The crepes were fine. Not great. Anyway, Alana Smith also made the All-Star 5 for the Olympics, which is very cool. Ezzy made the second team. So Alana Smith joined Gabby Williams, Brandon Stewart, Emma Masserman, and Aya Wilson, which is very cool. Great job, Alana. She's a weapon. I love her. Ezzy made the second team. Jade Melbourne actually won the Rising Star, which is very, very cool. And Aya Wilson also won the MVP, which is, I don't know how long we've been sort of banging on about like Olympic MVPs, but there we go. LeBron won it for the dudes. Aya won it for the ladies. Good stuff. Awesome job. Way to go, Opals. And outside of that, I guess, yeah, like the USA won their match over France. France? Where are you from, Jim? Are you from South Australia? Castle. Who knows? 67-66. It was sick. France pushed them all the way. And USA just sort of held them off down the street. Like they had the buzzer beater at the end. They were down 3, but it made it look nicer than it was. So Kaylee Cooper made her free throws right at the end. Kept their noses in front because it was very, very, like the Gabby Williams 3 that she hit right at the end of that game was sick. And so having watched that replay, like, Jesus. The gap, she's gotten a bit close, I'll tell you. And we're going to talk about that after the men's stuff that we talk about in 1 second. So good stuff. Way to go, Opals. So that's what? USA gold, France silver, boo. And, yeah, the girls, the Opals, bronze, rose gold. Bit of pushback about rose gold, about talking about the Opals. What the fuck are you on about? It's rose gold. It's sick. It's what it's about. What are we doing? I couldn't believe it. People, oh, gee, bronze is good enough. Like, yeah. We've been talking about fucking rose gold for years after the Boomers won it. The fucking Opals have won silvers. They've won bronze. This was sick. It was awesome. So, well done. Right. How about the men? Well, should we start with Serbia versus Germany? Yes, we should, yeah. 93-83, the Serbs win the bronze. Nikola Jokic, hello. Literally within 16 hours, he's at home watching a horse race. There's a man who has his priorities the way he wants them. I fucking love it. He's just like, I want to go home, hang out with the family, watch horse. I have many horses. I love horse. Like, during at halftime, he's going to be sitting on like, I want to get home to you, fucking. Anyway, Germany really stunk up this game. They let the Serbs get out to a pretty fast start. They dropped 30 on them in the first quarter. And so when you're pushing shit uphill the rest of the way, it gets really fucking, and especially in FIBA, right? That was what was so remarkable about the Serbian comeback against the Boomers, and what was so fucking frustrating is because there's so limited, when you got 10-minute quarters, there's limited actual possessions where you should be able to come back from a fucking 24-point deficit. And Serbia did it against the Boomers. So the way that Serbia did it was just go, right, we're up, we're going to stay up, and we're going to grind into dust. And that's exactly what they did, and they did it really, really effectively to the point where Dennis Schroeder, I am German Rondo, only had the 13, 4, and 6, but he had 6 turnovers as well. They pressured the shit out of German Rondo. They had 16 points from big pumpkinhead Mo Wagner. Hello. And his little brother Franz. Look, the Wagners were pretty shit in the game against Francais that relegated them to the bronze game. But the Wagners were very good in this one. The big problem that Germany had was that no one else did shit. It was brutal. The Germans, they really stunk, eh? 18, 9, and 4 for France. Looking good, feeling great. Still went 0-4 from downtown, though, I'm telling you. Not ideal. You had the likes of Obst hit 3 threes, and that was it. And you just got nothing else. Danny Tice turned back into a spud, and you're like, yeah. This is how you can beat Germany. You pressurize the fuck out of them. You make them, get them out of their system, throw the defensive fucking dogs at them, and away you go. And I'm so fucking angry about the Boomers losing to Serbia because I feel like we could have beaten Germany if it had all fucking gone to... Anyway, I've talked about this before. Still angry, Jim, are you? Yes, I am, fucking. Anyway, they go 13-34 from downtown to the Germans versus the 10-24 for Serbia. But the Serbs, they looked after the ball a little bit better. They only had the 9 turnovers the entire game, 13 for Germany. That was a big problem. And that's because they just went, all right, just ruined Dennis Schroeder's life. And all the Serbians like, okay, no problem, man. That was your mate Avramovic, that fucking little prick. God damn it. He had 13 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and 4 steals, and 4 probably other different counts of like, oh, you're a little shithead. I fucking hate you, said by me watching the game. Outside of that for the Serbs, though, Micic had 19 points. He was absolutely everywhere. He had 16 from Bogdan. He had 3 threes. Avramovic, as I mentioned, had the 13, 5, and 4 and 4. But obviously, Nikola Jokic, hello, had the triple-double, 19, 12, and 11. He crushed it, did the big Serb. And it's sort of, you looked at that German team, you're like, yeah, that'll do, pig. Yeah. What could have been for the Boomers, though? So great job by Serbia. They shot 50% from the floor. They kicked some ass. They took some names. Germany's run of unbeaten games throughout the World Cup into this Olympics as, after they lose to France. And then Serbia, that's a bloody tough one. So they finished 4th. Good job, Serbs. Won a bronze. Is it a disappointment? Maybe. Anyway, not really, though. How good's a good bronze? Then, the big one. France taking on the USA. 98-87, the Team USA Avengers. Fucking shut up, LeBron. You giant dork. Hey, this was the dream team, and then there was the redeem team. What should we call you? He's like, the Avengers. What are you avenging, you idiot? Like, you were just shit in the World Cup. Are you avenging that? You've won all the fucking Olympic gold since 2004. Shut up, nerd. Oh, we should call us the Avengers. What are you avenging? Oh, no, we brought all the fucking Avengers together, you see. I don't care. It makes no bloody sense, you idiot. How about the Taco Kings? That would have been funnier. It's Taco Tuesday. Yay. Anyway, awesome game. This game was sick. France versus Team USA. After USA had that sick semi-final game where Steph goes hammer and tongs against Serbia early, Serbia get up massive and then shit the bed a bit and Team USA come roaring back. This was a little bit different, but France were right fucking there for most of the game and then got within 3 points in the fourth quarter. At home, in a fucking Olympics, in a gold medal game, with a bunch of goddamn French lunatics in the stands fucking going absolutely fucking apeshit. And then Steph Curry happened. Talk about saving your fucking entire country's bacon, Steph Curry. Holy shit. Like you're not Muslim. But the point being, I mean, 87 I had some bacon on the weekend. Got me up and about. 98-87. Steph Curry hit 4 straight threes at the end of this game. None more absurd than the final one. That was the absolute sealer when France had gotten back within 6 right at the end. And Steph just goes, that's cute. Just give me the ball back. KD, give it back to me. Give it back to me. Kevin Durant's like, you're not going to shoot over both Yabusele and Nick Batum, are you? And he's like, check this out. Bang, off he goes. I think I tweeted, yeah, he can still play a bit, that Steph Curry. It's not bad. He's got a bright future in the game. Not bloody bad. Not bloody bad. But this game was sick. Like, Wemby was absolutely unreal to the point where I'm going to talk about Jason Tatum later, but this almost feels like the villain origin story. It's like, I once enjoyed the light, but then... Oh, wait, no, he's French. I once enjoyed the light, but now the darkness has taken over me, huh? It is inside of me, having lost to, I would say, Team USA and that fucking LeBron James. And off he goes, and he's just going to lay waste to the NBA for like the next fucking decade. Checks out. He was incredible. He shot 11 of 19, 3 of 8 from 3, including that last 3 that fucking kept them in it. And it's just like one of those threes that he's shooting it, and you're like, he's going to be shooting threes. He's just dropping it in the top. Like, it's just fucking stupid. 26, 7, and 2 for him. And 20 points for Yabusele, who's just been... I fucking hate the prick. He's tried to kill Dante Exum. Yabusele can go get fucked. But wow, has he been good for France. 20 points, 2 rebounds, 2 steals, 1 of 4 from 3, 6 of 14 from the floor. Their biggest problem is that everyone else is a bit shit. Frankie Smokes, 0 of 3, 0 of 5 for Kidinier. Nick Batum, I steal your money. Had 5 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, but shot only 3 times. Evan Fournier, don't Google me. 3 of 10. He almost shot the bloody magic numbers. Fucking, what is going on? You're killing me, Evan. 3 of 10 for 8 points, 12 points for Nando De Colo. But they had the 13 turnovers. The USA had 17, and that's always going to be their trickiest thing to sort of like, they need to clamp that down, right? Team USA, you have just that sort of supreme confidence in everything you do. Like, you're running roughshod over motherfuckers. You're like, we're going to have to take care of the ball. And in a game like this, you actually do. And then down the stretch, they kind of did. And then Steph saved their ass. This would have been a hilarious embarrassment if they had have lost, but they didn't. So they get to like write their own history and go, no, we're never going to lose. It's fucking sick, man. They shot 18 of 36 from 3. You're taking the piss at that point. But that's also because Steph went 8 of 13 from downtown in a fucking gold medal match. Absolutely absurd. He has 24 points, 5 assists. He also had 5 turnovers. Very Steph-like. 15, 4, and 4 for KD. 14, 6, and 10 for LeBron James. And just watching LeBron, though, the last couple of games just go full-blown Magic Johnson. No, not full-blown Magics. Make your own jokes there. He looked a lot like Magic Johnson. Yes, there we go. 14, 6, and 10. 5 turnovers in this game, but the way he took over, especially against Serbia and especially in this game, just the orchestration. It's fucking fun to watch LeBron do that shit. And it's just got you thinking. You're just like, he's 40. The bloke's 40. I groan when I get off the couch. He's winning gold medals. This is fucked. Like, could he just... He's the leading scorer in NBA history. Could he actually now just go, you know what? I've got 4 more years left in me if I just play point guard. I'll just set dudes up. Just the slow curve out. That'd be fucking good, wouldn't it? Don't mind that idea. Anyway, Joel Embiid didn't have to do too much in this one, but Devin Booker was fantastic. He was kind of like the unsung hero for a lot of this tournament. 15, 6, and 3 for him in this one. 8 points for Anthony Davis, the old AD, and 9 rebounds. 4 blocks. He was everywhere. He was back out there on the court down the stretch for defensive purposes up against Victor Wembanyama. Ant-Man at 8 points, 6 for Drew as well. He was out there at the death at times as they're doing the offensive-defensive switching, which is very fun. But KD comes in to start. He just hits fucking shots everywhere. And you're just like, this is such a fucking cheat code. Like, you've got Steph, LeBron, and KD on the court at the same time. You're like, fucking piss off. You're cheating. And then they're like, I will take Joel Embiid as well. He's from Cameroon. Last time I fucking checked, the USA doesn't actually own Cameroon, or does it? Oh, geez. Go dig into the YouTube. No. Cameroon, French, and John B go, can I play for Team USA? And they're like, yeah, we need a big fella. Bam Adebayo's like, what the fuck did I do, man? Like, come on, play me more. He was actually pretty handy defensively too. But Steph was the story. 24 points, absolutely absurd. Down the stretch, just three after three after three after three. It was exhilarating. It was absolutely exhilarating watching that happen. To watch it happen on the gold medal stage was really fucking special. And I loved it. Because usually these, like, we saw the Spain gold medal game against the Redeem team. That came down to Kobe. And sort of since then, they've had a couple of weird ups and downs, but they've usually been fine. This was like an absolute fucking foot to the fire. Like, holy shit. Save us, Steph Curry. You're our only hope. And he's like, all right. That was cool as fuck. So, well done, I guess. Outside of this, pretty crazily, the 6 games that the Team USA played, 8 of the 12 dudes shot 48% or better from 3. That's 6 of the 12 of them shot 50% or better. So Steph shot 48%, KD 52%, Devin Booker 56.5%, Anthony Davis 50%, Ant-Man 48, Giroux 50, Joel Embiid 54.5%, and Tyrese Halliburton 50% because he's barely ever playing. The only players not to shoot better than 48% from 3 were LeBron, who was at 30%, Bam, who was at 33%, Derek White at 30%, and rating finals MVP Jason Tatum at 0%. That's the wealth of riches the Team USA basically have at this point. They're like, Steve Kerr hates you, Jason Tatum, so you're just not going to play in the Olympics much at all. He got out there a little bit in the gold medal game, but still. Chaos gear, hilarious vibes. KD becomes the first men's player in the basketball men's, just saying, to win 4 gold medals, which is very cool. He's also scored the most points in men's Olympic history. So it's pretty cool. Goes all right. In your face, Melo. Carmelo Anthony's going to be like, come on, man. Fuck you, Kevin. What are you doing? Fuck you, Kevin. It's like the Tom Brady roast. Fuck you, Kevin. Either way, great job by Kevin Durant. Just glomming on. Patty Mills should actually be the leading scorer of all time, but whatever. Winners from the Olympics. The Opals, because they're fucking guns. But outside of that, right. So Steph Curry, his legacy, like this actually gets written in on it, which is pretty crazy for a dude who's won 4 NBA titles, a couple of MVPs, finally a finals MVP. But this was the most sort of like amazing, like the idea of a hat on a hat, but it's like the culminating moment after, like you look at the way Golden State played this year, you're like, oh, we're probably not going to see Steph Curry in a finals again. That's shit. And then we get this fucking game. This is just cherry on top shit. I loved it. So that was amazing to see him at the peak of his power still just fucking shred some French dreams, that is a sentence. Like if anything we could take away from all of this is fuck the French first, and then B, Steph Curry's still very good. LeBron, he's a winner out of this as well because he gets another gold medal, but also it's very cool to see him in this role, isn't it? You're kind of like, oh, can you do that for the Lakers? Just take a fucking step back instead of having to run the entire fucking thing, you psycho. KD, obviously, most decorated USA basketball player on the men's side ever. Embiid is a winner from this Olympics. Why is that? Jimmy didn't do much in the gold medal game. He didn't need to. Like against like this team, they went, right, Joel out there for a bit. KD, you're out there starting with him. But really, we'll just go AD and Bam. Split a bit of time there. We'll see how we go. But Embiid did his work in that semifinal, and that was the biggest moment of his sort of basketballing career to this point, which is pretty crazy. Because remember, he shit the bed every other time he's had to come up big in NBA playoffs. Just saying. Joel. Devin Booker, bit of a winner. Unheralded, but he was fucking great. And you can't tell me that you look at this run from Team USA, look at KD, look at Devin Booker and just go, yeah, Phoenix should be okay. They should be right. If they can have like half decent dudes around them, they'll still be good. Patty Mills, still a winner. Goes out firing, which you love to see. Love Patty Mills. Nikola Jokic, he's a winner. Or is he? This is probably his best shot to actually win better than a bronze, but Still won a bronze. So he's still a winner in my books. On you, Nikola Jokic. Outside of that, all of the Opals, all of Team USA women's who were just fucking kicking the shit out of teams. But they were very, very fun. And look, France pushed them right to the end, but they still managed to pull it off. So great job by them. Losers, Jason Tatum. Or is he a winner? I'll get to that in a second. Bloke is just like, come on, man, I just won the fucking finals and finals MVP. This is bullshit. Absolute fucking bullshit. Fuck you guys. I'm out of here. I'm not playing next time. This is what you should do, Jason, just to increase Australia's chances next time around, is to just take real umbrage with it. Just get real angry. Just go, no, you guys dogged me. Fuck you. You're cool. Fuck you. I quit. Like, that's how you should do it. Have some balls, Jason. Leave the door open for Australia, fucking. But because this will be in LA, there is absolutely no way that Tatum skips out on the Olympics next time because it's going to be in the US. He's going to be showered with all the fucking accolades. LeBron's gone at that point. Steph's gone. Other old dudes are all gone, right? Like, it's just fucking KD's out. It's Tatum's team next time around. But he still has to suffer the ignominy. There we go. Good words, Jim. Of this one. So sucked in. Tyrese Halliburton, kind of same vibes, but he's a winner because he did then tweet out, when you do nothing on the group project and get an A. That was pretty fucking good. Ant-Man is a bit of a loser of this one, but this is the taste that Ant-Man needs to then go out and make 2028 his team and take it from Jason Tatum, which would be the funniest thing in the world. Ant-Man sort of came with this going, nah, man, I'm the fucking best player here. And I was like, you, sit the fuck down. Which is pretty funny. But that's the exact fire he needs lit under his ass too, which I kind of like. Franz Wagner, he had some really, really good moments where you look at this and go, yes, I fucking believe in you, Franz. And he had some shocking moments where you're like, what the fuck are you doing, Franz? And his big pumpkin-headed brother's like, oh, we're all doing great, yeah. Idiot. Avramovic, fuck that guy. He won Defensive Player. Oh, yeah, I didn't actually rattle those off, but he won the Defensive Player of the tournament. If you ask me and every other Australian, he should actually just be in jail for being a fuckhead. Like, that guy sucks. Fuck you, Avramovic. So, yeah, he won Defensive Player of the tournament, which is just fucking stupid. Wemby won the Rising Star. The coach of the tournament was Vincent Collet for France. So, the dude that lost multiple games gets coach of the tournament versus Team USA's coach who didn't lose a single game and won gold medal. I love it. Fuck Team USA. Give him hell, Vinny. Give him hell. That's such a fucking French thing to do. It's like, the French Olympics, you know who the best coach was? They're like, the guy who won it. No, the man who came in second and lost 2 games. That's amazing. Great job, everybody. Just tweaking some noses out there. Legend of the tournament, that's got to be Tyrese Halliburton, who did tweet out with his gold medal, when you ain't do none on the group project and still get an A. That's just kissing fingers emoji. An MVP, LeBron James. Sure. Jokic probably could have won that. Like, LeBron was very, very, very good throughout the entire tournament. But most valuable player, take Nikola Jokic off the Serbian team. How far do you reckon Serbia go? Yeah, what you just heard there was not far. Take LeBron from this team, they still win gold. Like, what are we doing? What's the meaning of MVP, Jim? That's a debate for another day. Right. And so there you go. That's a pretty chaotic Olympic run done. The Boomers obviously come up a little bit short, which sucks. But still love the boys, still rooting for them. And the Opals came great with the gold, the rose gold anyway. So well done to the girls. Right. Other little bits and bobs of news before we do a couple of quick yeah-nahs for you. The Christmas Day games. Shams has tweeted this out the other day that per sources, Spurs at Knicks. So Wemby at the Mecca. Don't mind it. Don't mind it at all. Timberwolves at Mavericks. Very cool. That's a bit of a Western Conference Finals replay. Sixers at Celtics. Yeah, beauty. Let's go. A fired-up Embiid versus a pissed-off Jason Tatum. Fuck yeah. Probably no extreme zinger meal by that point. Remember how he got hurt and had to have surgery? It was probably out until like February. Fucking hell. Lakers at Warriors. LeBron versus Steph. It's just two old guys fighting. Like, it's just fucking hanging out in a Woolworths Brunswick car park at some point now. You fucking scratched my car. Fuck off. I didn't. Bang. And then Nuggets, Suns. Suns in 4. Suns in 4. Those are really good games. Really good games. Who's not on there? The Chicago Bulls, Josh Giddey. That sucks. Don't like that. Giannis and the Milwaukee Bucks do not have a Christmas Day game. It's a bit weird. Zion doesn't have one. Few interesting ones, but either way, she'll be right. Right. Let's keep powering through, shall we? Let's do some no's very quickly. I just want to hit on a couple of Team USA points here. No's brought to you by the NBA Straya shop. Get your merch, It's just nbastraya.com/shop, or just click here on the socials. We've got the pretty pictures there. Get a t-shirt, get a hoodie, get a coffee mug that's sitting over there. I didn't bring it with me to the table. She'll be right. And a stubby holder. We've got plenty of stuff there. There's only a couple of the coffee mugs though, so get around them while they're still there. Right. Is that the best Team USA we've ever seen? No, not the best. Remember when Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, and Michael Jordan were all teamed up together? But they do come very, 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 very fucking close. Is it the best? Not in terms of overall meaning to the game, but this is the closest I think we can ever get, because the Redeem team with Kobe, with D-Wade and stuff like that, still very, 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 very good. But this is where you have the way I was sort of thinking about this, if you cast your minds back to the Dream Team, go on, do it. Do it now. The 1992 Olympics. Where were they? Barcelona. That's how you're going to say it, homie. Barcelona. You've got MJ, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird. But on top of that, you've got Charles Barkley, Patrick Ewing, Karl Malone, John Stockton, Chris Mullin, Christian Laettner. But you have essentially three of the top, in my opinion, 6 players of all time in MJ, Larry, Magic. Not in that order. Settle down. This one, you have 3 of the top 15 in LeBron, Steph, KD. Very cool. And the Redeem team, you've got LeBron, Kobe, D-Wade is in my top 15. You've got a couple of other ones floating around, but 92, just the sheer breadth of their careers and what they meant to the sport of basketball. The Dream Team still has everybody fucking topped. However, would the 92 Dream Team beat the 2024 Paris Olympics Team USA? Yeah, they got fucking MJ. He's going to just stab him. I don't care. He's like, I must win. He's like, has that guy got a knife on the fucking court? He just stabbed LeBron in the Achilles. Oh, shit. I don't know how it'd actually go down. But if you actually, I love the idea. You can actually watch the gold medal game from 1992, Croatia team, Dream Team, on the Olympics website, which is fucking incredible. It's also incredible how awesomely stacked that Croatia team was, and they still got their heads kicked in by the Dream Team. But I think there's also articles still floating around about how we've talked about how this Team USA dealt with the most amount of other NBA players in the Olympic pool ever. It's over 60, whereas the Dream Team had to play 2 or 4 or something. It's chaos. And so the gap between Team USA and the rest is obviously shortened over time. And most of that is because of the Dream Team and how successful they were in 1992 and lit a fire under the rest of the fucking world when it came to basketball. The Redeem team in 2008 was obviously fantastic in Beijing. And if you look at some of the lineups, it's fucking cool. So if you think about the Dream Team lineup, if you're going to play the other squads, you have the Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Charles Barkley, Patrick Ewing. If you don't want Patrick Ewing, David Robinson. Sick. They should have taken Shaq. What are they doing? Karl Malone started that gold medal game in place of Chuck. Chuck then was actually fucking awesome. You look at this team. Actually, we'll do the Redeem team. You had CP3, D-Wade, Kobe, LeBron, Dwight Howard / Chris Bosh, whoever you wanted. You've got Mello coming off the bench. You've got Darren Williams, old-ass J-Kid. I reckon this one's better than the Redeem team. I think 24 is better than 08. Steph, LeBron, KD, Booker, Embiid, Anthony Davis, Ant-Man barely playing, Bam coming off the bench, Jrue Holiday, defensive stopper. It was pretty fucking great. Just think about those closing lineups that you could throw out there, though. Like 92 of like MJ, Pippen, Chuck, Magic, Ewing or Robinson. Bloody hell. Like just, you're taking the piss. Chris Mullin, if you need three-point shooting, of course. Do you? Do you need three-point shooting? Probably. The Redeem team, you've got, like in the gold medal game against Spain, that insane 118-107 game, Kobe just comes up good. You got 20 from him, 27 from D Wade. You've got Chris Paul, very, 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 very handy in 08, of course. LeBron, absolutely awesome. It's still the center thing that just gets you a bit wonky when you go Dwight Howard, Chris Bosh versus like either Patrick Ewing or David Robinson, or even here you've got Embiid and like AD and Bam. Like it's just fucking solid. So I feel like 92, like in my brain, I'm just always going to be like 92 is the greatest team that was ever assembled, even though Larry Bird was cooked at that point, so it was kind of Magic. But it was MJ, Pip, Charles Barkley, off you go. Fucking give me that core and away we go, buddy. So 92 versus 24, who would win right now? Well, 24 can shoot the piss out of it. We understand that. It's a different game now, you see. Different game. I think in that Croatia-USA game, the Team USA, the Dream Team, took 13 threes. They took 13 threes. They hit 5 of them. Team USA this time round in 2024 made 18. Took 36. It's fucking absurd, isn't it? They shot 50% from 3, 18 and 36. Anyway, good stuff there. I had some other questions there. Let's do it. Should Jokic be a bit pissed that this was his best chance at probably going better than a bronze? Yeah, nah. Yeah, probably. But at the same time, does he care? Yeah, nah. He's like, I want bronze. Fucking cool as motherfuckers. Where my actual priorities? The horses. Seriously, with him, like, they have the fucking medal. So he's like, oh, one medal. Fantastic. He's on the plane. He's back in Serbia. And he's like watching his fucking horse race. Well, that's sick. What a legend. Outside of this, Jim, how angry should we still be angry about the Boomers' 24-point lead being blown? Yeah, nah. Yeah. There was a bronze for the taking. I think this is the most frustrating aspect for me. You look at that German team, the way that Serbia beat them was a very specific way that the Boomers could have beaten them as well. At the very start of last World Cup as well, the Boomers they blew the fucking game against Germany, and it's still fucking frustrating, but they could have beaten them. And they just had to work their way through the fuck-ups, and they just didn't, and that's why it's so frustrating. But still, the Bulls will be back. We're going to win gold in LA. All right, but that leads us to the very last Outback Takehouse for this Olympics run, as long as I can find the music. He does it. It's Monday at Outback, and you know what that means? Oh, yeah. Took the squids to bloody daycare and school today. Just one bloody cricket bat out the side, the other one out the other, and boom, 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 boom. Those kookaburras aren't bloody laughing anymore, I'll tell you that much. Tasty wings too. Kookaburra wings only at Outback. And today's flame grilled take is, yes, Steve Kerr was trying to undermine the entire Boston Celtics operation by fucking Jason Tatum after fucking over Jaylen Brown. But it's going to backfire. Jason Tatum is going to go fucking scorched earth on the NBA this year. He's going to win MVP and he's going to win another title. Only at Outback. So this is a big thing, obviously, during this Olympic run. Tatum, Steve Kerr hates Jason Tatum. It's like, yeah, as I said on last show, maybe the show before, Jason Tatum is a good rebounder. He's a good defender. He's a good scorer. He's an okay three-point shooter, but he's not the best on that team at any of those things. And so he's kind of like just there. Do your thing. So Steve Kerr's like, don't need this. It's fine. So outside of that, Steve Kerr just sort of made a business decision. So how can I try to fuck the Celtics as well as actually, win this thing? And Tatum, if he's got fucking half a brain in his head, which, look, we assume he does, he should just go, absolutely, fuck this. We're kicking ass and taking names this year. No fucking title hangover for us. You know that Joey Mull's, I fucking love you, Jason. Jason, if you don't have the fucking eye of the tiger, man, I'll make you watch The Town 4 more fucking times today, and then we're going to do some fucking practice, bro, and we'll do some judo. I'm going to have my shit up in your shit, man, like you would not fucking believe. You need to grow up, motherfucker, and we're going to fucking win back-to-back titles, eh? And Tatum's going to be like, fucking, to be honest, yeah. But I feel, was there I think there was a story about he's like expecting or had another kid. And I'm like, why? Like kids, it annoys me so much. Bit of hashtag Dad Straya. You're an athlete in your fucking prime. You're making cajillions upon cajillions of dollars. Kids are great. At the same time, you know when you've got time for kids? Fucking forever. You're Jason Tatum. You don't have to have 2 kids and you're fucking 24. I mean, not bad for a 19-year-old. Like, but he's already got Deuce. He's like hanging out. It's like, where's his mum? I don't know. And then you've got the new missus just already knocked up or just had their kid or some shit. I'm like, Tatum, at least you timed this one right. I think he had Deuce in the middle of the season and fucked him up. But just, what are you doing? You don't have to have kids. Like, it's not a requirement. It's like people getting married. It's like, you don't have to get married. It's just be fucking cool, man. Anyway, kids are great. No, I'm never not always fucking tired. I love it. All right. Actually, I think also on top of, I think I wrote down the picks from last show. I feel like we nailed both the picks. I'll have to bring that up in Friday's run sheet here. Because, of course, I don't have it right in front of me. That would be just way too smart, Jim. There we go. Because the Serbia line, I think, was a little bit too short, and I think the USA one was way too big, and I definitely took France at the line. So, great stuff there. Here we go. Where is it? Oh, maybe I didn't write them down. That's why I still don't have it. Good job by me. No, we'll have to go back and listen to it, but I'm pretty sure I said France. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I had Serbia at the line as well. But either way, good times, great memories. What a fun Olympics that was. And you know what? That's it for NBA Straya for a little while as well, because it's the middle of August and there is nothing going on in terms of NBA gear. So as I mentioned on Friday, what we will do is we'll pop up every so often, I think with a couple of interview chats throughout this off-season before we head into like a bit of a redesign, a rejig of the show, the way it's sort of set up. The logo, I think, will change the sort of podcast logo and a couple of other little bits and bobs, but, it'll still be the same fucking show. But we should have a couple of interview chats throughout this little off-season bit, which will just be me sitting down with somebody and just talking some shit, which will be fun. And just sort of keep you tied it over until we get to the preseason when we just go absolutely hammer and tongs again with predictions and fun shit and back to daily shows, which will be fun. But you can, of course, still get around. NFL Straya will be back very, 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 very soon as well, myself and Gaz. And if you really are missing me, which, I mean, who could blame you? AFL Today Show, 3 times a week for the rest of the footy season. So I think that's it. I think that's it for this season. The Boomers campaigns are always like a fucking awesome addendum to an NBA Straya year. We had it with the World Cup. We obviously had it with Tokyo after post-COVID and all that sort of shit. But it's always a great reminder that I fucking love all of yous. Like, it's an amazing experience being able to do something like NBA Straya, which I fucking love more than anything, and being able just to express my fucking love of basketball and just have folks out there also kind of give a shit. Like, it's fucking great. So I appreciate every single person who listened and watched this show. We've done way more video stuff this season. That's only going to get way more and more and more and more and more. which is really cool and really exciting because we just get to do more shit, which is fun. But I wouldn't be able to do it, and I wouldn't do it if no one gave a fuck. So this one goes out to all of y'all out there, all the Boomers fans, all the NBA fans who have sat there listening to my bullshit all season and all the seasons prior to that. This Boomers run was fucking special. It was very fantastic. It was very fun. The comments during the live streams, just everybody getting around and getting involved, smashing tins. It was fucking great fun. So thank you all for that. Thank you all for listening. Thank you all for jumping on NBA Straya this year. It's been great. As I said, get around NFL Straya, get around AFL Today, get around the Cricket Today podcast, the Football Today podcast, hold all tickets, all the good stuff, and of course the AFLW show, which we'll be having pop off next week. So great stuff there. Rate, review, star. Look, it's the end of the season. If you haven't rated, reviewed, starred, and fucking commented on your podcast app or on the YouTube or something, you're taking the piss at this point. Come on, just help out your mate, Jim. And also, if you want to buy some merch, go to nbastraya.com/shop. Just click through there and away you go. Just click through on the socials. Big thanks always too from Oslo, House Hats, Joshua De Laurentiis, Fascinated Goldmines, Ramshackle Army, Iowa, Sex Shadow, Green, and Dozers from all the tunes you hear throughout the show. They all rule. They're all Aussie bands. I fucking love them. Smash them on Bandcamp, Triple J and Earth, Face Apple Music, Spotify. Remember, NBA Straya supports Australian bands. So should you. All right, that'll do us. Pack her up, boys. We are done for a little bit. Stay all around the socials. We'll still be popping off doing fun shit on there. We'll have some videos, any reaction stuff in the meantime. But we'll also let you know if there's actual episodes going to be dropping. But yeah, it's going to be a bit of a slowdown as I go into NFL Straya mode, AFL Today finals mode, and we'll be back better than ever for NBA Straya next season. Our 8th, 9th? Fuck, who knows? All right. We'll speak to you when we speak to you, dickheads. Look after yourselves, and later, Hosanna!